All right, everybody. Well, we're out of car show season. It's the winter time, so I appreciate you all for checking out the video. This is my bulldog Penny over here. That's my little buddy. Yeah. So what I want to talk about today is if I hit this lottery ticket for, several $100 million, what are the 10 cars I'm going to buy that I saw at the car show this year? And you guys have inspired me. There's been some beautiful stuff, so thank you for letting me use your cars as an example in this video of what some amazing cars would be. And this is the stuff I would buy, again, locally that I've seen at the car show season. So this is my lucky lottery show. If I hit the lottery and I could win anything or buy anything locally, these are the 10 cars I've seen this year that would be in my garage right away. But I'll have my favorite car of all time in the video behind me right here, which is this Heritage Ford GT. Favorite car, regardless of anything else ever made. I think that's the coolest, best looking car ever, and my dream car. And your Ford GT Heritage, one of 346. Really nice generally here. Now, we've shot that car a couple of times at Bass. It's always good looking. But this has been a dream car. This is something I would love to own for a long time. There's a few companies that still make them. This one's pretty cool. Obviously, we have the roll cage, the correct tan interior, which would have been what you have in the car when it was made, which is kind of cool back on the TV show. The correct style wheels, the push bar in the front. Just one of the coolest cars ever made. And again, when you think about style-wise, this is one of the best looking bodies ever made. Oh, this guy is absolutely incredible. The body's unbelievable, so super sharp. Very nice car. Very cool 83 Hearse Olds. So this is the first version of that, 307. I love the wheels on it. So this is the black with the silver on the bottom. We reverse it in 84. We've shot a bunch of 84s recently. I don't see a lot of the 83s. The 83, obviously the reverse paint difference, but you also have the 15th anniversary badging. This is a 307, so like 170 horse. Again, the lightning rod shifters, which we've talked about a bunch of times, which is so cool. This one is such a cool style. All right, I'm gonna hit a quick video. 2000 Cobra R, one of 300. All right, guys, 71 442 W30, red fender wells, 455, 4-speed, 342 rear end. Got a chance to talk to the owners. They've owned the car for like 28 years. I may have shot this at another show, but it really popped. I'm sorry the clouds are out right now because this is a green and it's a beautiful green. It's a jade color from GM with a white interior. Absolutely beautiful. But again, you go through and take a look and you see that. And the first thing I've always told you guys, if you're looking for a 442 W30, look for the red fender wells on the motor, the right air filter, the right air cleaner setup. Just a really cool, good looking car. And again, great car in this color and style. See in here, this one does have the red fender wells. This is the W30 style. It would have the factory ram air, better suspension, and then the red fender well. So here's kind of a cool version where you can actually see back and forth two convertible 442s, which you don't see all that often. And again, you have a version in black with the standard version and then the blue with the W30, both really sharp. Right, we're gonna shoot this 69 Camaro Z28 for two reasons. One, the Z28s are always cool, the 302, the high output that was designed for the Trans Am racing. But the second reason is orange is my favorite color, and the orange with the white race stripes looks awesome on this car. Rally wheels, really good looking car. The only option I wish it had, because it looks like it's a 4-speed, because I think all the Z28s were 4 speeds. It doesn't have the houndstooth interior. That's the only thing I would wish this has, because this thing is absolutely awesome looking. And I do like the white interior with the orange, with the white racing stripes. It still looks great. But I did dig the houndstooth on these. But other than that, this would have every option I would want. I think it's a great looking car and an awesome color. It's really good looking Firebird down the end here. So very cool stuff they have. Like I said, so if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for something high end, maybe something a little bit more desirable than, your basic 289 Mustang or your 350 Camaro, these guys will probably have it because they always have really cool high-end stuff at the shop. All right, guys, we have two Hemi Cudas. We have the we have the convertible with the Hemi billboard stripe on it. This thing is awesome. The blue with the white. It is a beautiful car. Great color combination. 4-speed pistol grip. This thing looks awesome. I love the color. And then we have the orange and black Hemi Cuda hardtop with the black billboard stripe. This thing also looks awesome. So I love the plates. We got the Hemi Cuda and the Go Cuda. I think I dig, actually you like orange a lot, but I like the white billboard on the blue. It looks great. This car is awesome. Again, another 4-speed pistol grip. And you've got the shaker hood. This is awesome. You don't see a lot of the Hemi Cudas, especially not two back-to-back, and you get two really very pretty ones right now. Very, very nice. All right, we have a super clean first-generation Lightning in black. This truck was so neat. Had the 351. It was like 245 horse, had a ton of torque, geared well for being quick off the line. This was like a 7.5 second truck, which back then was really quick. It was only really competing back then with the Chevy 454 SS, which had come out a couple of years earlier with the big motor, but had less horsepower. This thing, I love the wheels on it. I remember back in 93 when my Mustang, or 94 when my Mustang got stolen, these were new, and I went to look at one in Victory Ford in Stoughton, and I want to say it was like 22 or 23 grand, which back then was a lot of money, so I didn't pull the trigger, but I always wished I did. You know, they had the different bumpers, the Lightning graphics, the wheels, which I was always a big fan of. You had the Lightning seats. So it was, you know, the most of the interior was a pretty standard, you know, F-150 for the time, with the exception of the sport seats with the Lightning logos on the front. And again, you had the Lightning logo on the side. You had the body colored bumpers, and it was smoothed out a little bit, so everything was body color. So the grille, the bumper, so it was a little bit of a modification. I'm sorry, excuse me. All right, guys, so our first car we're going to shoot is this 1969 Chevy Malibu 350, not an SS. I love the color on this car. That maroon is stunning, and I love it with the blue Chevy emblem. It just looks awesome. The black stripes are great. The American Racing wheels. This car is a great looking car. Again, I've talked about these cars a ton. What I love about these, and what I've always talked about, is it's really this piece right here in the front end. That angle on the grille that goes into the fender where the headlight protrudes out just a little bit. In 70, that would become more flush. I just think the style on this looks great. And you'll see the 69, I really like the rear end. Now, this one's a vinyl interior, 4-speed. It does have the individual gauges, obviously the billet steering wheel, so a really good looking car. I wish the sun was a little better because the paint on this car is really nice, and I think it would pop. It's a great looking color, but you see the rear end on this too, so this is just such, like I said, out of all the body styles for all the Chevelles, this is my favorite out of all the cars, and I think a 69 Chevelle is one of my favorite all-time cars. This one's great too, because while it's not an SS, 350, 4-speed car, BF Goodrich's, this is a great fun runner that, again, may be a little more approachable. Still, these are a lot of money. These cars are not cheap because the Chevelles have just gone really up, and this is a really nice one, so you're not going to get this for cheap, but just a really good looking, really aesthetically beautiful car. One of my favorite body styles of all time. One of my dream cars. Automatic. All Superbirds that came out had a vinyl top. There was an issue with trying to make the roof line seamless, so all of them had the vinyl top. This one has the factory wheels. I'll show you the sticker on this car. This thing is awesome. So the window sticker on this is super nice. So you can see it's this car back then would have been $4,829. You can see all the options. And what I always loved about this car, you heard all the stories, like when they had these in the lot, they had a tough time selling because they were just so different. And they were relatively expensive, right? At $5,000, I mean, it was a lot of money back in 1970. So these would either sit on dealer lots or they would pull the wing and the nose cone off and sell them as just road runners. But again, all these years later, these are incredibly valuable. This one's beautiful. And to see these two back to back in these 70 Mopars in the yellow is awesome. These things both look great. You got a chance to talk to the owner. This is a really nice car. He's a good dude. I always love the style on these. I just think they look so cool, so different for that time. And to have that Roadrunner nameplate, but then get that Superbird to get it on the NASCAR. And these things were so fast that they crippled them the next year. They said you can either have the wing car, but if you do the wing car, you can't do a big block. You have to go to a small block motor to kind of compensate for the power differences on what they were doing up against all the Chevy and the Forza for the time. So these are absolutely incredible cars. All right, well, thank you for checking out the video, everybody. Clearly, I have not won the lottery yet, or this would be a video of what I won, but I appreciate all of you for checking out the video. You know, I shot this towards the end of summer, so it's still beautiful outside. You know, as we're getting into the winter and it's getting colder and more miserable, I wanted to have some videos to share with you this year. I appreciate you all. Thank you for checking out the channel like you've done all year. Thank you for being great fans and great partners on the channel. If you haven't done it so far, please hit the like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in the spring when we can get back and get our cars back out and enjoy the heck out of them. Thanks, everybody.